So first let's begin with part 1. So here we are supposed to execute two queries. So as part of that I have created three class files. Part a1.java deals with query 1 and part a2.java deals with query 2. So since I have written the entire code in constructor methods of these classes, simply by creating the objects of these classes I'll get the output I need. So yep, this is the output of part A problem 1 and this is the output of part A problem 2. We can cross verify the same with the current state of our database which happens to be this. So now we can just proceed to part 2 of our project. So yep, first we will be provided with a screen asking us to enter the valid SSN of a manager. So if we enter any other SSN which does not belong to the manager, then we will be shown an error. So in order to proceed to the next screen, we should be entering a valid SSN of a manager. So if everything goes well, we should be seeing a bunch of options. So first let's explore an option of adding an employee. Here we are just inserting new employee to the database. So let me just enter the details. And here I am allotting the department number to be 5. So if everything goes well, we should be seeing the next screen, and here we can allot projects to the employee. So since I have allotted the department number to be 5, I am seeing department projects to be product X, product Y, product Z. So if I had entered any other department number, then I would have seen this label over here or over here. It just depends upon the product number, the department number we have allotted. So let's say I am allotting product X to this employee, and I am also allotting product Y to this employee, and number of hours to be 10 for product X and number of hours to be 20 for product Y. And let's say I am also allotting product C with number of hours to be 10. And we can also allot non-department projects to the employee, and let's say I am allotting reorganization and number of hours to be 5. So after entering the details, I can just press assign details, assign projects. Here the product Z shall not be allotted to the employee because we have placed a constraint mentioning that the employee cannot have more than 2 department projects. So since we have already added product Z and product Y, the third department project cannot be allotted, whereas everything well went with a non-department project of reorganization. And having said that, we can add a few more projects. Let's say we are adding computerization with number of hours to be 20. Now even this allotment shall not be done because the number of hours are exceeding 40 again. So so even that constraint is in place. So in order to make this work, let's say number of hours to be 1, and that should work. So once we are done assigning all the projects, we should click on complete assignment. Now in the next screen we will be shown with the screen asking us whether the employee have any dependents. If not, just click on no and press show the employee details. If yes, press on yes and enter the details of the employee, the dependent. So after clicking submit, we should be seeing the entire report mentioning the details of the employee we have just added to the database. So in order to just cross verify, let's get to SQL Developer and check it once. And yeah, we should be seeing another employee, the employee we have just added, the first one. Yep, so that worked well. And now let's explore other features. Now let's see what is update employee. In here we can add new project to the employee or update the project details of the employee, and we can also add dependent to the employee. Let's just deal with the employee we have just added, and let's say we will allot new project to him, and let's allot a new balance project to him and number of hours to be 1. And if I click it's 1 second, it's new benefits, let me get it right. So it's new benefits and project will be added successfully. And now if we want to add a dependent to the employee, you can just enter the details of the dependent, female, relationship to be sister, and this particular dependent will be added to the employee, this particular employee. Just enter it and yep, it is done. So if you want to update the details of projects of this particular employee, just click on update on project and enter the SSN number again. And if we click update employees project details, we will be given with complete information about the projects this particular employee is part of. Suppose we want to update product X, so let's just enter the project number and let's just decrease the number of hours to be 5, and yeah, it is being updated. So here we can update the details of each and every project the employee is part of. So we have seen update employee. Now let's explore delete employee. So in delete employee, here we can delete an employee, delete dependents of an employee, and we can also delete the projects the employee is part of. So for that, let's just need to enter the SSN of an employee. After that, suppose we want to delete projects this employee is part of. Suppose let's want to delete computerization project. So we just need to enter the project number 10, and yeah, they are deleted. And let's say we want to delete new benefits as well, it's done. Let's try deleting 2 more. Let's try deleting product X, it's done. And let's try deleting product Y, it's not, because the constraint is still active, saying that the product the employee must be part of at least one department project, hence we can't delete product Y. At least one department project must be allotted and it must stay. And suppose let's say we want to delete dependents of an employee. Let's say we want to delete Rachel. We just need to enter the dependent name and click on dependent. Click on delete. She's gone. And let's say we want to delete the employee himself. If you click on delete, if you want to delete James Harold, seems like we can't, because there are still few foreign keys in works on and dependent relation pointing to primary keys of this employee. So first we just need to get rid of all those child keys and come back to deleting the employee. So that is a suggestion given. So that is deleting an employee details. And finally, let's explore modify or delete projects. Here basically we can update the names of project or delete the projects and stuff. So if you want to modify this project, just click on the project you want to modify and press on modify project. Here will be given the details of the project which you want to modify. So let's say I want to change the location of this particular project. Now let's change it to New York. And yeah, the location of new benefits is changed from Stafford to New York. And suppose we want to delete computerization project from our database, just click on computerization and press on delete. Seems like we can't, because it says that there are still few child records in works on relation. So the suggestion is that we need to delete them first and come back again to delete the project from the database. And yeah, that is it. Thanks.